yeah, connected. So hopefully someone's here. Just let me know. I mean, what I'll do is I'll walk over that direction over there, and I'll come back and just let me know if you can hear me. I'll just keep talking at the same volume. And you can hear me here, over here at the same volume as I am instead. So I'm not sure. I'll just keep talking anyway. You know me. Oh, look at that butterfly. So what's happening? I've got this massive container of plants, and today's solstice, so it's quite warm, and we do have clouds, so there's a bit of respite, and I should be wearing a hat, but I wanted to wear these headphones so I could use the microphone to chat. So I've got the hose on up there, watering up that section, because I'm going to plant a bunch of stuff up there, a bunch of stuff over here, and I'll keep the hose going the whole time because I'm watering in the seeds I planted the other day, and this time of year you need to water almost every day. So I'll get started. I'll get a few tools, get a shovel and that. Awesome, there's two people here. I'll just see if anyone's, yeah, because I'm walking around doing gardening stuff, I can't see what's in the chat. So every so often I'll come back and I'll check that. So what to do next? I'll get some tools ready. So yeah, what do we got here? I'll put it in the description, but I'll explain. We got turmeric. I got it with the stems and the rhizomes. I got cassava. I've got some mulberry, and I've got some Okinawa spinach, and these ones have got roots on them, which is cool. And I got arrowroot. So I got a bunch of each. Some of this I'm going to plant down at the community garden. So, but I'm just going to, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a piece from here, and then I'm going to think about where I'm going to put it, and then I'll go dig the hole and put it in. So I think first one I may as well get a mulberry, and you know, each plant I think about how big it's going to be, and how it will then work with the other plants. So mulberries grow pretty big, but you can shape them. But they can also be kept within not such a large area. So I just looked over there in amongst these ferns and wondering, just here, and there's already a pile of dirt. So what I'll do is I'm going to put it there, things in here in a row. So this area is well protected from all the ferns around. Plus, another bonus is, I mean, this area is close to where I'm already watering a lot. So it'll make sure that it gets sufficient water, which is very important. Putting cuttings in, you need that water to get them dry. Now, I don't have any soil prepared, so I'm using everything here. So that's one thing. Now the other thing is I haven't wet this down. I'm going to put everything in here dry. So I'm going to put Mulberry, Cassava and Arrowroot. I'm going to put all three things. Not all three, I'm going to put three of the things in here. So I've already got a Mulberry up there. Nice big piece Cassava. And again, Arrowroot, it's got like pups there, so it's going to have a good chance. So the three plants will grow to a decent size. They'll go up into that section. And again, all three plants can be actively trimmed, shaped to create the right space that we want up there. And as soon as I've got these in the ground, I might have to go a little bit deeper for some of these. So I'm going to dig this out a little bit more. A little post hole bigger there, but this shovel is really good for design for funnels. So you can use it for trenches and also it's nice and deep there. Now, just by looking at soil, you can look at soil, you can smell it, you can do soil tests. So I'm not even going to do a soil test here, but I've got a bit of soil from that area. I will do a soil test later, and then that way I can adjust it. So I'm just going to put this down somewhere. So, ready to plant the first plants. I'll just check the chat if anyone's there. Awesome, there's 3 people here. How you going? Anyone, just let me know in the chat if you can hear me okay. Because I'm using headphones. I don't know if the headphones are connected to the screen. So, you want to plant, there's some 2 nodes in the ground, and then all 3 even. So this is probably about that deep. One good thing, obviously you've got to plant it the right way up, so you've got to know which direction the nodes are going. It's very important. how things like grow. Something can put in upside down and then it's confusing. I will add soil creating mulch too. That creates food, that creates shade, that'll fix nitrogen in the soil, and also the mulch then creates food soil. I can get the hose on there, and then I can start working. Maybe before I'll think about whether I want to put anything in this. I may as well put a Cassava in here. It's got a nice spot here. Bit of rock there, so I'm not going to put it there unless I want it to remain sort of bonsai. If I move over a little bit, I might be able to dig down. Now I dispersed a lot of seeds in here the other day, so I don't want to bury them too deep. So I've got to be careful not to disturb too much. And again, I guess it's good to get water onto this because the soil's so dry. I'll pick a smaller piece. And it's just going up. So I'll get this one in the ground, and I might actually, I didn't put turmeric up the top. Why not put a turmeric, and then up the top I've got all four of the five. I'm not even going to add more soil here. This is good. Another job today is this is the bay tree and the pot growth, so I'm going to, it's pot bound too, so I'm going to take it out of the pot and plant it over there. That might just be during the spring, later. So now that I've got all this ground cover here, which I'm just sprinkling around, it's covering the soil. I'm just placing everything back where it was. I can add more leaf mulch later. Just getting this base layer here. This is a good spot here. It's protected on both sides. It's even got this Pontiana to protect it. So I'm pretty confident that's going to work. Disturb the soil here a little bit. I might have lost some of the seeds I dispersed the other day. cassava in there. So now that I've got this section here done, I'm going to take this hose here. I'm going to focus the water onto there. That's going directly on this other one next. So now I'll think about the next section. I might turn the camera around to a few spots. So we had cucumbers there and they're finished. So now I took this mesh away. That's to protect it from the bush turkeys. But I put it back again because I figured not only the ground cover, that turtle weed, is going to be really good for protecting the seeds, the seedlings that I've thrown in. But I threw in hundreds and hundreds of seeds in that little area there. And so we'll just see, you know, it means that whatever can grow there will grow there. And you can see we've got the taro and ginger growing there around the perimeter of that. So I'm not actually going to plant anything there today. I might move the camera for this too, because if I move up to this section here, I'll go up the back. Just moving the camera might be. Awesome, there's 4 people here. How's it going, everyone? I can't really check the chat much while I'm doing this because here we go. Aisha's here. Awesome. Good to see you here, Aisha. So I'll walk up over here and I'll show you what I did. This section here has got branches and palm fronds which make it difficult for the bush turkeys. And so it means that what I'm going to do is open it up in sections so that I can plant and just leave everything where it is. It's also keeping the moisture in and it's breaking down slowly. But this sort of material is less of a mulch. It's also my mulch pile too. So there is stuff breaking down and going through the stick. So I'm really getting multiple things. Water, protection from the turkeys, and I usually use these things, which are, you know, flower pot hanging baskets. So I use them upside down. They protect the plants, the vulnerable, from getting the turkeys coming up and going in it. So I'm going to maybe I'll select some spaces and then I will prepare the holes and then I'll plant it all in sort of one go. Get my shovel. So I'm just going to soak that area where I've just planted those 4. And I'm going to make 4 or 5 spots here. First time not disturb this much, but that might just be good. Since I've been putting the protection against the bush turkeys, it's helped a lot. There's only really one turkey that comes through. The other thing, I've made like a decoy turkey mound in the bottom garden, and so turkeys are territorial. They won't necessarily spend much time in an area where they think another turkey is building a nest. And that mound is also acts as a compost heap. Now the other good thing, by using this as a sticks and branches and compost or leaf mulch pile, just digging this up now, this soil is really good. I've been building this soil for a couple of years. Some of it was with potting mix, some of it was with coarse soil, because I tried to make this a garden, except it kept suffering from either too much sunlight, drying out, and also these trees, so that's why building up the soil helps. And just looking at it, it looks pretty good. See, if I make it so there's just basically a spot here, and all around it is the mulch, then the turkeys, for starters, I'll be putting protectors on them. But they'll leave the whole lot alone, because they just can't get to the soil. Because the sticks are in the way. It's annoying. So I can make this I'll make this one Arrowroot. Let's see if we can that. And you can tell this soil is good. Also, I can see this section is actually dry out quicker. So this section here, drier, not as dry, much wetter. So that might change what I plant in this section. So we've got 3. Might go 5 plants there. Like, look at that, the shrubbery is straight in. That also tells me that the tree roots aren't there. If these trees have got roots there, it would make whatever I plant there difficult, because it's competing against the trees. And certain trees, they suppress stuff growing around them. Quite a lot of plants there. Plants work in unison, but they also work in competition. That's why with permaculture and syntropic farming, it's all about cooperation. Getting everything to work together. Like in unison or in cooperation. Everyone benefits. We've got 4 there. Oh, look, my phone's ringing. I won't answer it because that'll cut the stream. It's probably already cut the stream. I'll see if the stream's still going. But that was Dad. He's here. So I'm just gonna go and speak to him. Hopefully that didn't cut the stream. I mean, I didn't answer the phone, but if you do answer the phone, it obviously cuts the stream. Seems to be still going. Here we go, 3 people. So they might have. I'm still learning how to. How it all works, really. And really, isn't that the way everything is? You know, even stuff like these fronds here. I just threw these down on top of an area here where I dispersed seeds the other day. So, 1, it protects us from the turkeys to dig them up. 2, helps keep the moisture in. But I'll only keep them there for a couple of days to a week because I want the light to get in. I want the seeds to grow. So, if I kept them there, the seedlings would hit it and then they'd be in trouble. So, these are particularly only good for a short time. I can't put anything in centre there because that's where the highest point of the mulch is. So I've got I found a spot here. This is nice. I've got the hose on, so I'm getting cool down while I'm doing this. Be careful there. I'm really liking how this is digging down deep. Awesome, we've got some stepping stones. Which is easy enough, they're all about. And just by removing them, that's clear the spot for me to. Thank you. So, let's start at that. And then go arrowroot. I'm going to go Tumeric and Cassava in the same spot. Yep, that's going on. This is easy because it's a stalk. I know exactly which way to plant it. I'm glad I got the turmeric. So now I've got ginger, turmeric and galangal. So this combination is really cool. Yeah, Dad? Yep. Yep. these. But I'll use what I've got. So I think I'll do the same next. Oh, actually, I want to take 2 cassava. One. I've already planted 2 cassava there. One here. Mulberry. Mulberry, Tumeric. Cuttings that have got woody, they're strong. You can actually spear them into the ground, drive them in. Dug a hole that's almost deep enough. And then it supports itself much better. I'm just going to leave this as mulberry. And what I'm going to do is then focus on giving it fertilizer. A little fertilizer and good amounts of watering. And rather than have other stuff. Even pieces like this work really good because whatever you put in through the middle can grow up through it. So where I don't have metal to create a protection, I'm using sticks. And this is fine because the sticks are sitting above the ground. They're not going to break down like mulch. Now the turkey might still come along and try and dig at this, but if I weave them together, what happens is they can't actually break it open. So they might give it a go and then they give up. I think this needs a little bit more soil. I'm going to leave that open so I can add soil there. But I've basically got my protection there for the. So yeah, it's just nothing goes to waste in the garden. You know, if it comes from the garden, reuse it. Benefit everything else in the garden. It's a big thing where people take away all the mulch, the leaves, the branches, and it's all good stuff. Like it's you know. So I've got a turmeric here. I'm going to put a turmeric here, this section. While I'm here, I'm going to mark where I planted with another section of these protections because I've run out of wire. I think I'll go look. I might have one or two more. But I've got like 3 20-litre buckets of liquid fertilizer, which I'm going to disperse over the whole garden today. And I'll make sure that all the places where I put the cuttings will get it, and I find it's amazing. So I've got one more. I'm going to go, I think another Arrowroot. Yeah. Now I'm going to go another Mulberry. that sound is the water. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All done. So now I'll get the hose onto that section and I will move on to the next section. There we go. Tripod, I should probably... I hope the picture quality is good. I find sometimes my phone carrier doesn't give me the good bandwidth, so it makes the image all pixelated. You can't even really see what I'm doing, so it's upsetting. So I'm going to move the tripod now. That's the section. I've only got a few more things to plant here, and the rest I'm actually going to take down to the community garden. But I know I've already planted the Okinawa spinach in there, which is shaded and protected. I know it likes that environment, and so I'm going to continue that. And I'll see how many covers I've got. I've got more of that than pretty much anything else. I think in this area here, I'm going to go, the further back I go there, the less light and the drier. And I tried by planting a choco down there and it didn't make it. So I'm leaving that because that's also where the grapevine is. This is grapevine and the grapes they're not ready yet. Very sour. If you like sour lollies, you'd like them. Very tasty though. Luckily these grapes here, not many happen this year, but next year I'm going to replenish the soil and I'm going to cut the grapevine right back because that's what you need to do. And then hopefully this will be covered in grapes. So, okay. One thing, the possums love eating this Okinawa spinach, so that's why I asked to get some more cuttings, because if I got more of it, the possums can eat more, plus they won't eat all of it, so I'll get to have some of it. What I might do is I'll remove this planter here, and I'll use that for a spot. It's getting hot today too, so I probably won't go for too much longer. The main thing is getting these things. I also dispersed a lot of seeds in this area, so I'll try and get these in without stepping on the ground. The soil is much drier, so requires watering a lot more often. It does get direct sunlight. But that was the idea of planting, throwing in all the seeds, is that you'll create ground cover. I put a lot of alfalfa seeds in, which will be the main ground cover, and then everything else is like will grow up around it. But I've got the spinach over there. I'm going to put one there, I'm going to put one over here, and I'm going to put the arrowroot here. You know what, I'm going to probably, yeah, no, I'll stick to where I started. Again, trying not to disturb the seed bed, just, you know, going against the effort I put in. I need to be careful here, I've got to get right up against it. Spinach likes to go up along. It doesn't need a trellis. It's not like a vine type thing, but it's sort of. And then, right. Oh, some worms in there. It's a good sign. There's that sunshine, getting bright. So, there's the spinach goes that way. This one's got roots on it. I'm going to walk in there. I know I need to put another stepping stone here. I might add leaf mulch here on top to help keep the moisture in. Very, very important with cuttings like that is to not keep them saturated unless it's the type of plant that really likes that environment. Don't let them dry out. And again, I'm going to put two here in closely near each other to because I already know it grows good down there, and then that way I've got still have two more cuttings. But that'll probably be it that I plant up here in the garden. Then I'll just switch to giving everything a good water, because today is solstice. It's hot. Everything needs a good amount of water today. So, I'm looking on the ground here too. I can already see things coming up and sprouting from what I threw in the other day. So that's a good sign. Again, at least two nodes under the ground. There's not another worm there, so that's all a good sign. And then cover it back over with a bit of mulch and ground cover there. So, oh, look at this. Here it is. Grasshopper. He's just jumping around. I'll just see if I want to plant any more. I think that's it. I think everything here I'm going to plant down. Oh no, it might go. I'll plant right there in Mulberry. All this area put seeds, sprinkled seeds in just the other day. I don't want to waste that. That's go a bit deeper. Just a little bit. Making sure I pack down. Not too much. You also gauge how the soil is around, right? So it's a little bit compacted. So it means that where I dug out, it's going to be like a well. So if I water that area, it's going to collect the water. So it's starting to get pretty hot at the moment. I should probably stop soon. I've got everything planted I wanted to. Everything's getting watered in. I'll just keep moving the hose around. Just in this few minutes I've planted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 things. So I'll just switch now to just watering. And I'll be interested to hear me using these headphones. So talking about the debate about whether the water's here in the middle of the day. People say, oh, the water droplets create like a lens and it melts. I think you're better off hydrating the plant on days like this rather than letting the plant dry out, desiccate, and then it's just gonna cause more damage. So with everything I've planted here recently, I've had reasonably good success. I think if you put in enough and you get a reasonable success rate, then overall you're highly successful. So I'm starting to learn how to do it all, learning how to feel confident just knowing, a lot of things that stops people from getting into gardening is not knowing or unknowing or having not having success. And so not having high expectations, but being focused on continuing to refine what you do. Learn from everything. Everything's learning, you know. Even if it's a mistake, it's probably a better thing, because then you learn from that mistake, and then in the future you get a higher, it just continually high success rate. It just things continue to get better. What I usually do is when I'm watering in like this, I just count to 20, and then at least I know that there's enough water in that area that it's well watered. So, you know, I don't have to count to 20, I can just chat for a while. And then but I will leave the hose on here. And see, look, it was bright sunny before, and now it's gone overcast. So I can just water everything and not worry that it's going to be bad for it to have water on it. So all through here is seeds, hundreds and thousands of seeds that I throw down through them, and I'm starting to see the seedlings come up, which is great. So eventually, the new ground cover is going to replace this ground cover, and there'll be shrubs here. There'll be plants. So for instance, things like the arrowroot, you know, it's slow, it's self-contained, so you don't, I didn't even need to water that. I could have just left it and waited for the next time rain came or next time I watered. But the cuttings, definitely, you don't want it to dry out. Some people take cuttings and they put them in pots first, and that way they can nurture them, get the roots to grow, and then plant them in the ground after they've strike. Really good news. One of the plants I planted a few months ago, I was worried it hadn't taken, but it has. I've just noticed it's got new growth, so I'm really excited about that. You can see here the taro really, middle of summer, doesn't have much, doesn't get too much direct sun, but you can see how it's really sensitive to the sunlight. So, you know, we're halfway through the summer. Today we are. I might go and sit over there and just water everything else. So I'll get the camera and I'll move the tripod. I'll show you a little bit closer. Look at that yam. Isn't it beautiful? You can check out the size. You can see how big it is. And it looks beautiful when water's running off it. It's, you know, such an amazing thing. So I will adjust. I still don't know if you can hear me through my headphones or through, I'm pretty sure it's coming through the headphones. But I'm just going to sit over there. I'm going to be